In today's video, we're going to show you how to set up a domain name to create a tracking URL for your business. In this example, we'll show you, we're starting out here. We have a program called PPC Web Spy, and we created this domain. As you can see, this is our primary domain, newmediamarketingpros.net, and of course we created a page on our domain for this. First thing you want to do is copy that domain. So we went up to our address bar and we copied it. We're going to go over to bit.ly, is bit.ly. This is the domain shortener we choose to use for tracking purposes. We paste it in there, it automatically creates a tracking URL for us. I will highlight and copy this tracking URL. Now, previous to this, I've already gone over to my domain registrar, and here it's domains priced right. It's just like GoDaddy, works the same way. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find the domain name that I want to create a subdomain on. And in GoDaddy, of course, you go into your domain manager. We're going to create the subdomain on forestnight.com. So, and it doesn't matter what this is pointed at or where it's set up at. It's totally irrelevant. You're going to click on the domain name here. You'll see all this information here in the registrar. It says forward subdomains. I'm going to click add. I want to paste the URL from bit.ly that I just grabbed in here, and of course I want to take off the HTTP because it's already set in here, and my subdomain is simply going to be PPC Web Spy. So it would look like ppcwebspy.forestnight.com. The reason I'm doing this way is a lot of times when I get a bit.ly URL in an email message or something like that, I'm not too quick to click on it because I don't quite know where it's going to go. When I see a website like this or a domain like this, first it's showing my primary domain, which is forestnight.com. It's showing my second name, which is PPC Web Spy. So this is sort of the product. This is what I'm attaching to. This domain is going to point to my tracking URL. My tracking URL, of course, is set up on the primary page so that I can track. I'm going to hit OK on this, and I have set up that domain. And this takes a little bit of time for this to get set up, and we'll check this here in just a minute. So now that our domain has propagated through ppcwebspy.forestnight.com, and you'll notice it comes right off the HTTP colon, so the PPC Web Spy replaced www, so it's ppcwebspy.forestnight.com. When you type that into your web browser and hit search, it'll actually come to the page that we wanted it to point at, as well as set up a tracking URL in your bit.ly account. So we simply go down and we can find that URL we just typed in here, and it looks like it's right here. It looks like it's actually been clicked on 10 times, and this is just, here testing this to make sure it's working, but it looks like it's been 10 times. You click on page info, and you can see the tracking of that URL, and this is actually a live report here. This just happened just a few minutes ago, and you can see there's a couple of clicks here, and this will update randomly. It updates, I believe, every 1 minute. It'll update and give me and let me know if somebody's clicking on this URL. Of course, haven't done any advertising promotion of this yet, but the way to track this domain, you can see again the domain is newmediamarketingpros.net/ppc-webspy.php. That's my long URL. I took it into bit.ly here and created a shortened URL, and I did a domain redirect with that short U that actually ends up on the page that I wanted to go to, which is this page here. If you have any questions, just give me a call. I'm at 314-288-4590, and I'd love to answer your questions and help you get those subdomains set up and tracking URL set up for your business. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the internet.